In today's session of Divorce Court, Tina Green says her husband Bryan's obsessive love for her smothered her and ruined their marriage.
I can't go to the bathroom. I can't talk on the phone. He goes through my belongings, my purse. He checks every receipt that I bring in. If I roll over and I don't look at him while I'm sleeping, he has a fit.
The marriage is over. Are you hearing it now?
Marriage
is not over.
I've been telling him that I don't love him anymore, but he tells me I do love him.
What should I do to make this marriage work?
I need you to say this marriage is over and accept it.
Today, Tina Green faces Bryan Green as she tries to get her life back in divorce court.
All rise. Court is now in session. Maybelline Ephraim presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is the matter of Tina Green versus Bryan Green, and I understand that after 2 years of marriage, you're ready to end it all. Is that right, Mr.
Yes,
Green?
Yes, it is.
And why is that?
Because
You don't know?
I'm really frustrated at this time, you know.
You're angry.
Yes, I am.
Why is he so angry, Miss Green? Want to help him out?
I'm just here to resolve an unhappy marriage. He's been totally obsessed with me ever since I became his first.
You've been what?
When I became his first,
that.
he's become obsessed with me.
It's not that.
He's obsessed with
It's
you
not
since you
that.
became
Obsessed
his
with me.
first?
It's
Yes,
not
ma'am.
What, you mean his first
Yes, Your
love?
Honor. Yes,
It's
Your
not
Honor.
that. It's not that.
You find
I
that
can't-
offensive that he's obsessed with you?
At first, it was very flattering, and I was overwhelmed by it. That's
No,
why I
it's
fell
not
in
that.
love and married him. And then it's become outrageous. I can't go to the bathroom for more than 5 minutes. He comes in and checks on me.
No, that's
if
not
I
true.
can't talk on the phone.
That's not true.
I'm not allowed to have friends because everybody's out to do me wrong. He's always complaining about paying for my debt. If I was able to get a job, he wouldn't even let me go to work.
Why you couldn't get a job?
Because it takes away from his quality time.
You really think she's all of that she can't go to work?
And Your
Yes, I
Honor,
do.
Your Honor, when I asked him to watch my kids so that I could go look for a job, he told me I will not watch them kids.
She get mad if I call them kids.
They're supposed to be your kids. When you said I do, they became your children?
They are
So
my
you
kids.
have 2 children from another relationship?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not used to raising kids, so you know it has to grow. It has to grow within me, you know. I
And you
can't
didn't
just
think of-
jump into something, you know, without letting it take its own course.
So
You know,
you're
that's-
saying that when you first got into the marriage, even though you knew that she had 2 children, you were willing to accept her with the 2 children?
Yes.
But it's been some time, you need some time to adjust to having 2 children in your life. And you didn't think about that before you married her, that you were going to have to adjust to these 2 little ones running around.
Yes.
But you're saying you need some time to do that.
Yes.
How much time
Your
do you
Honor,
think
he
you
even
need?
gets jealous if I
Well,
spend time with my own
Hold on,
children.
Ms. Green, I'm going to get to you.
I think I'm not that type of person who grabs hold to things like that.
Quickly.
What you did to me.
You grabbed hold to her quickly,
Yeah,
she
you
said,
sure did.
and became totally upset.
I can't even go
Yeah,
to sleep
but
at night without, if I roll over and I don't look at him while I'm sleeping,
What?
he has a fit.
Oh,
if I'm
come
not
on.
touching him.
It's not that deep, is it, Mr. Green?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
because
really?
He admits it. Oh, my goodness.
The
love
woman
her.
has to roll over and must look at you when you're asleep, when she's sleeping. Suppose you're asleep.
I love her. I love her from the bottom of my heart.
In the 2 years that we have been together, he has never once ever got up and poured his own drink. He has never once fixed himself a sandwich, a bowl of cereal, nothing.
Well, I read in the court papers it says that once you got married, you weren't such
That's
a good
lifetime.
homemaker.
That's a lifetime commitment right there.
What's a lifetime commitment?
What did you just say?
I don't understand.
Waiting on him hand and
Yes,
foot is
that's
supposed
a
to be my
lifetime.
lifetime commitment.
Oh, it's a lifetime commitment
Yes.
So
to
now
wait
I'm-
on you hand and feet.
Now
No,
I'm
that's
sentenced
not
to
what
life.
marriage is. It's not a lifetime commitment to wait on you hand and feet. It's a lifetime commitment to love, honor, and cherish you. But guess what? It goes both ways. 2 ways. Did you ever give her anything? Pour her a glass of water? Wait on her? Make her bath water? Cook her dinner? Feed her? Did you ever do that?
Once in a blue moon, I do it.
It goes both ways, the commitment. Love,
haven't
honor,
seen a blue
cherish
moon
each
yet.
other. She's not your slave.
No,
She's just
no,
your
no,
wife.
I didn't. I'm not saying as a slave part. I'm not that type of person. I don't do that.
Well, did you let her know you appreciated it when she did do it?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
A little too much, though.
Excuse me?
A little too much, though.
You just got
can't-
too obsessed. You didn't like that much love being poured on you. Huh? Well, some women would adore that. Somebody wanting them to be with them hands and feet.
When we sit down to eat, I have to be against him, and you can't
right next to him, touching.
You have to be touching. When we sit on the couch, he has to be laying in my lap. He has to be
loves you,
on me.
Mrs. Green.
And at first,
that's just my way of showing how much I care, you know.
But it's too
I'm not
much.
the type of person that, you know, talks a lot.
So he's too romantic and too intimate.
Not romantic. It's just too always on me.
It's just on you.
Yes.
And you're not that type of person.
I
You're
was
more
at the
of a
beginning, but
freak.
it became too much.
Too much.
I've been on my own since I was 16, and I'm not used to somebody stepping in trying to control me. And he goes through my belongings, my purse. He checks every receipt that I bring in. Everything that I do. You go through my checkbook and they want to explain everything.
There's a point that it gets beyond.
There's a reason for that.
Okay, now there's a point where it gets beyond love to control.
There's a reason for it. There's two sides to every story.
Then you give me a reason for going through her purse. You give me that one. I want to hear it.
One
reason why.
Now that I have you talking, you couldn't talk at first, but I see you talking now, huh? Let's go.
Well, one reason is because the family ring that I have bought for her.
I threw it.
You bought a family ring?
I bought a family ring for her.
You mean the one that has the children's birthstones?
Exactly.
All right.
I bought a family ring for her, and I looked, you know, she checked through my wallet, so I go through her purse. So, you know what?
Well, both of you need to stop. That was a private. Why are you searching his wallet? Why are you searching her purse? You're adult.
That was after he's gone through my belongings.
Tell me about your reason for going through her purse.
And I seen a receipt. She pawned my family ring.
She pawned the ring that you gave her.
Pawned the ring that I gave her.
Out of love.
I don't know.
You gave her that ring out of love.
I don't know. I still today don't know. Realize.
I say you gave her that ring out of love.
Yes, I did.
It was your birthstone and the two children and hers?
Yes, I did.
And she pawned it?
Yes.
Why were you going through her purse, though? If you hadn't gone through her purse, you wouldn't have seen the receipt. Why were you going through her purse? If she wouldn't have went through my wallet, I wouldn't have went through her purse.
That's not true. I went through your wallet afterwards.
Exactly.
It was afterwards.
Exactly.
No, it wasn't.
Why were you going through his wallet, Ms. Green?
Because in the past, it was said that he had an affair on me, and I was just looking for other reasons to leave.
No.
Oh, you were trying to find a reason to get out of the marriage.
I've been wanting out of the marriage. I've been telling him that I don't love him anymore.
But you wanted to justify
But he tells me I do love him, so.
So why did you pawn the family ring?
Because the family ring wasn't feeding my children.
Excuse me?
The family ring was not feeding my children.
So you pawned it for money?
I sure did.
To feed the children?
Yes,
This man is in the army. You mean the government wasn't feeding your children?
No.
Not the debt that we have.
No, hold on, Ms. Green. You said the family ring wasn't feeding my children, and now you said not the debt that we had. Debt that you had and feeding your children are two different things. No. Feeding your children is not debt. That's an obligation.
No, the debt that we had, that's where all our money had went to. That doesn't leave much after that.
Well, you feed the children before you pay the debt.
The Army automatically takes it out of his pay, certain
debts. You feed the children before you pay the debt.
We don't get we don't have a choice.
So the debt money is coming out of his paycheck? It comes automatically
out of his paycheck.
How much did you get for that ring?
Not very much, like $15.
So you didn't pawn that ring to feed those children if all they gave you was $15?
I did.
What else did you pawn?
That was it. I threw the wedding ring.
She threw the wedding ring away.
They didn't mean anything to me.
Threw the wedding ring away.
I threw it in a field.
Now, wait a minute.
We were on the phone. He told me, F you, get a divorce. And at that time, I was so irate, I just took it off and I threw it.
No. Not the lady. Hold on a second. Not the lady that's so concerned about the food for the children and you go pawn a family ring. You're going to throw away the wedding ring and not pawn that and get some money to feed the children. You didn't do that.
That's because I was angry. I didn't think at that time. I just took it off and threw it.
The same way you were probably angry about that family ring, and that's why you pawned it. How much so you threw away the wedding ring? You probably would have gotten more for that, huh?
I probably would have.
Probably. Threw away that. What else?
Look, I still have mine on. I'll never take this ring off.
Well, you better keep it on because she may throw that away too.
When divorce court returns, the judge tells Bryan to move on.
Accept the fact. Find another woman. Be by yourself. Do whatever. But leave her alone.
And Bryan's obsessive behavior makes Tina strike back.
You threw away his clothes and shoes? Oh, now, Miss Green, you just got a little evil streak in you.
If you would like to have the judge hear your case in divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or email us at www.divorcecourttv.com. Divorce court is back in the case of Tina Green, who says her husband Bryan refuses to accept that their marriage is over.
I'm telling him that the marriage is over, and he still insists that it's not.
Mr.
You can't
Green,
make me stay
Mr.
in a
Green,
marriage.
Listen to me. The marriage is over. Are you hearing it now?
Marriage is over. What is it going to take?
It's over.
It's not over.
You better come to grips with it. It's over.
It's not
She
over.
wants a divorce. You can't stop it. The marriage is over. The sooner you accept it, the better you'll be. You can't make her stay married to you. You can't make her love you. You can't make her want you. Accept it. I know it's hard when you don't want it, but if it's over, you can't make a person be with you, no matter how hard you try. And she's made up her mind. It's over.
He just tries too hard.
Well, it's over.
Well, why are you
now, what can I do for you now that it's over? What else? You were saying something about she threw something else away.
His clothes and shoes.
You threw away his clothes and shoes?
I'm not proud of it, but I did. Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Miss Green, you just got a little evil streak in you. Why would you do that?
Guys coming over.
Now, justify that.
Okay.
Tell me that was feeding
I can't justify that.
That's evil, Miss Green.
She made sure that.
You didn't have to throw away his shoes and clothes. Now you want him to walk around naked without clothing. And, I mean, that's insulting.
That's not my
intentions.
intentions.
You have your clothes, don't you?
My intentions were for him to get so angry that he would leave me.
She made sure that her clothes
You were trying to make him get so angry that he would leave you?
He told me if I ever pierced my tongue that he would divorce me. I pierced my tongue, he won't even divorce me.
So you did everything to make this man divorce you. Miss Green, you know, you did everything but one thing. All you had to do was leave.
He will track me down.
You listen to me well.
He's obsessed.
Tracking her down and running after her and trying to make her be with you, that's a problem. You just listen to me well. You heard the news just yesterday or this weekend where the man was so obsessed and he didn't let go of his girlfriend. He shot her on her wedding day. That's when you don't let go and you think that you own somebody and you have the right to them. And if I can't have you, nobody will have you. You're bordering on that mentality. You got to watch yourself.
He said that
because
on many
that's
occasions.
exactly where you will go, and you will get tricked into thinking that I have to have this woman, and if I don't have her, nobody can have her. And that's a tricking spirit, and you need to stop right now. She doesn't want you. Leave her alone. Get a restraining order. Don't go near her again. Do you understand? Accept the fact. Find another woman, be by yourself, do whatever, but leave her alone. Just that simple.
I never, ever do anything to hurt her, regardless.
I'm saying that you won't do it.
That's a promise I made to the good man upstairs.
Listen to me. You won't do it thinking rationally. You're right. You would never do that because you love her that much. I'm trying to give you warning before it happens. Take heed. A word to the wise is sufficient. All right? You got free advice. You didn't ask for it. I gave it to you. Be thankful for it and act on it. Now, what else can I do for you?
That's all I want is out.
You just want out, and he wants your clothes back, supposedly?
Clothes, that money.
You want your clothes back?
Clothes, the money I lent her. Pay for her checks, her hot checks.
That was after you married her?
Before.
Before you married her?
Before I married her.
You paid money for her bouncing checks?
Yes.
How much was that?
About $500.
That's when you were in love with her?
Yes.
That's when you would do anything for her?
The first day you met me, you told me you loved me.
That's when you would do anything for her. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, now that the love is gone, too bad. You did it. You paid for it. Because you wanted to, nobody made you. It was a gift. It's a gift. I'm not giving it back to you. Now, the wedding ring, it was hers. She threw it away. It was foolish. You shouldn't have.
Right,
if you were hurting for money so badly, you shouldn't have. But his clothes and his things, how much were they worth?
It's about $200.
Now, you're going to have to replace them. Just that simple. Because you were being evil. And that's not necessary either to get away from somebody. Get away. You could have just moved out, got a restraining order, done whatever, but you didn't have to throw away his things.
I'm afraid of because he's told me that many times.
That's why you go get an order. But throwing away his things is not going to help you, and it didn't help the situation. He needs clothes on his back. It just gives you a bigger financial problem. Now you'd have to replace his clothing, which means he can't pay a bill because he got to replace clothing so he can go to work. You just added to the problem, and it just wasn't right. and I'm not going to reward you for it. So you're going to replace his clothing. $200, that's all you said it was worth? You got to give it back to him. That's $200 less that you could have had in your pocket to feed your children.
When divorce court returns, Bryan stuns the courtroom by refusing to end his marriage.
What should I do to make this marriage work?
Now, Mr. Green, I need you to say this marriage is over.
And an update on the case of Jenny Hardeman versus Stephen Hardeman.
She's fat. She doesn't stick to her diet. She's irresponsible.
Divorce Court will be back in session in a moment. Divorce Court is back in the case of Bryan Green, who has stunned his wife Tina and the court by refusing to end his marriage.
I got a question to ask you, if you don't mind, Your Honor.
Ask.
I know what I've been doing, is in your eyes is wrong, but what should I do to make this marriage work?
She wants out of the marriage. And wait a minute. You got to let her go now. And if you get some counseling to deal with your obsessive, compulsive, controlling behavior.
I don't think I'm that obsessive.
Well, see, that's
I think
why
she's
you
just
can't be
stretching.
there.
I think she's just stretching it a little bit.
You admitted to me that you expect this woman to look at you when she turns over. That's not stretching.
That's
all right. I don't have any more to say. But I'm suggesting you need some help.
When you marry somebody, you don't marry somebody for the divorce. When you marry them, what it says. Richer or poor,
marry you to be controlled.
Better or worse.
And she
no
said
matter.
she's seen the worst and she wants out. Now that's it. I can't make her stay married.
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in jumping out of the fire when it's burning.
I applaud you for that, Mr. Green. But unfortunately, that's your belief. That's not your wife's belief, and you can't impose.
Well, when she
Mr.
married
Green,
me, ain't that the same thing?
I'm gonna tell you one more time, and then I'm through with the subject. You can't impose your belief on her. She believes that it's time to go. And I know that you're hurting, and you don't want it to end. I feel sorry for you, really I do. Because to want somebody so badly that doesn't want you, that's not easy. That's why I'm suggesting that you need to get some help before you do something bad to yourself or to her. Now, Mr. Green, I need you to say this marriage is over and accept it before you walk out of here.
Well,
say this marriage is over.
I don't want to say that, Your Honor.
Say it. This marriage is over.
Bryan,
come on.
please,
you got to say it. This marriage is over.
This marriage is over.
Say it a few more times to yourself until you can hear it.
This marriage is over. This marriage is over.
That's what I need you to keep saying to yourself so it can sink in, and then you can leave her alone.
I still got belief, though.
You can have faith, but you got to accept some reality. I have nothing else to say today. We do have some services available for you. Both, you can talk to somebody before you leave here, but court's adjourned.
When Divorce Court returns, an update on the case of Jenny Hardeman versus Stephen Hardeman.
He has just put me through hell. He's cheated on me with friends, with neighbors.
What happened to him, for better or worse?
Closed captioning for Divorce Court provided by. If you would like to have the judge hear your case in Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or email us at www.divorcecourttv.com. And now for an update on a previous case in Divorce Court. Jenny Hardeman and Stephen Hardeman got married, but Jenny said when she got pregnant, her husband no longer found her attractive.
She's fat. She doesn't stick to her diet. She's irresponsible.
He has just put me through hell. He's cheated on me with friends, with neighbors.
What happened to him, for better or worse?
Jenny and Steve were so argumentative that the judge finally ordered them into chambers separately. Jenny wanted Steve to repay her $200 she had loaned him. The judge agreed that Stephen should repay the loan. Since their court appearance, they attended mediation to find a way to stop fighting for the sake of their son. And Stephen has made plans for a special birthday celebration with their son.
I'm very happy with the verdict. As long as he lets me out, $200 is well worth it.
I really thought, that she would, grasp hold to the concept that, that I love her, and I was willing to do anything to make it work.
I have no doubt in my mind that he does not believe that this marriage is over. He's going to track me down for the rest of my life, I'm sure of it.